What is up, Planeswalkers? Theorix6 back with some more Magic the Gathering Arena. And today we're going to be playing a little bit of Guilds of Ravnica Sealed. But first, I'm going to talk a little bit about what I think about their implementation of Sealed, just, you know, the cost and whatnot. So if you don't want to hear me ramble on a little bit about that, I'm not going to talk very long, but if you don't want to hear that, you go ahead and skip to the timestamps in the description below, and it'll take you right to the games. I'll actually put a timestamp in there for me actually building the deck as well, so you can jump to that or jump straight to the games, whichever one's fine. So Sealed in Guild of Ravnica is a great value, but there is no gold cost. And since there's no gold cost, it means that people who are free to play have to either grind out an event that does give a gem cost, or they have to spend real money in order to get it. Now, I assume that Sealed is going to be essentially like pre-release, release only, where it comes like just at the beginning of a set's lifespan, and I assume that we're not going to be getting it like randomly, like middle of the road for Guilds of Ravnica, right? That's what I assume. So technically, they aren't expecting people to be like playing this game mode a ton. With that said, it is still a really good value, and the reason for this is it gets you out of the bag 6 boosters. Now, these are real boosters, right? So they come with the full 15 cards. However, most of like the extra cards are just commons anyway, and they're roughly equivalent to one arena pack. So if we go and look, 6 packs is about 1,200 anyway, right? So you're paying an additional what, 800 gems. Now, what are you getting? I keep just clicking the wrong thing. What are you getting for those additional 800? Now, even if you get no wins at all, none, you get 3 more packs and 200 gems, right? So 3 packs. How many 3 packs then? I keep going to the wrong thing. 3 packs, 600, right? So that brings us up to 1,800, and then 2 more. You have 200 gold or gems as well. Just if you win nothing, right? Alone, it's just worth more than paying for packs. Like, just straight off the bat, that is something that should be known, that you are getting at least 12,000 gem or 2,000 gems worth of packs or gems, right? You're getting the 200 extra gems as well. So it's worth doing. You know, it's 9 total packs, and it's worth that amount of gold, right? 6, 3, and then the 2 extra. So knowing this, why is it that it's a little bit difficult for me to super endorse Sealed? And it's purely because if you're a free-to-play player, you have to grind a ton in order to do this. Now, it's not going to be that bad because of the fact that you're not going to be playing this very often. You can save up your gems that you do end up winning from other arena events. So that's nice. But I think that it is actually better for Wizards not to have a gold cost because of optics. Now, I was talking with people on Reddit, I was talking to people on my Discord about the fact that this doesn't have a gold cost, and someone pointed out, and I don't remember who, I think it was on Reddit, that it might be worse if people see the amount of gold that it would cost. We can look at draft real quick to see, you know, it's 5,000 gold, right, for 750 gems. Multiply this up to about 2,000, this gold cost would be 15,000, 20,000, something super high like that. Now, even if it is fundamentally worth the money, people might see that extremely high gold cost and immediately hate the game mode, even though at the basal level, you're getting what you pay for. I mean, the reward structure for this is really nice. It's I think really good. You do have to get to 6 wins in order to make your money back, in order to like go infinite. But in terms of just like breaking even, you have to win nothing to get what you paid for, right? So all of this in between is essentially gravy. But seeing just 2,000 is a different optic than seeing 2,000 gems and then like 20,000 gold, right? It's very, very different. So I do think that Wizards probably made the correct decision by not giving gold. Let me know what you guys think about the fact that you can't use gold for this. Let me know what you think about the actual reward structure. I mean, this is just coming from me. I think it's fine. I think the reward structure is fine. I would prefer if you could maybe break even earlier. Sorry, go infinite earlier. Maybe if they like remove some of the boosters early on in order to allow people to go infinite at like 4 wins or something. But then that would mess up the ability to like win nothing and still get your value. So let me know what you guys think about the reward structure of this game mode, the fact that you can't use a gold and things like that. But now we're going to hop into it. It is a ton of fun. I also want to point out that I can't open the packs individually, which is super annoying. They show you the rares, which is nice. That's awesome. Interesting here. Clarion's interesting. Atrata is interesting. They show you the rares, and then they hop you into this screen. Now, they really wanted to have the new deck builder before they introduced Sealed, and they were correct to want that. This deck builder is not good for Sealed. I feel it's very hard for me to make a Sealed deck with this screen because I'm not able to really see everything at once. I'm not able to look at my pool holistically. I'm able to look at different sections at once. But when I play Sealed, me personally, obviously this could be different for everyone, but when I make a Sealed deck, I put my cards in a very specific manner, right? I mean, you could even change it to the deck view, but obviously, like, you'd have to put every card in here and then sort it yourself, and then of course you can't move this, right? You can't move any of these parts around. I can't get rid of the sideboard to help this be larger. I can't drag this in order to make this bigger to see my pool. It's just an ineffective way of looking at a Sealed pool holistically, and that's really unfortunate. That said, Sealed is still Sealed. It's super fun, and I definitely suggest you guys trying it out at least once if you do have the gems for it. If you don't worry too much about buying into it. I mean, like, it's a great way to get cards is the thing, right? It's probably one of the best ways to get cards right now, since you are getting those extra commons and uncommons that are going to play a role in helping your collections. Now, let us now jump into building. I've said before, I'm not great at limited. I feel at least that I'm better at Sealed than I am at draft. But then again, I could just be super wrong. We only have one Deadly Visit, 2 Press of Flame though, that's nice. In white, we also have a 3 Collar, a Luminous Bonds, and a Conclave, so that's pretty good. Not a lot of other strong white though. So we do have like some decent white removal, so let's see if we can do something else with white. In terms of blue, not a ton going on. Citywatch Sphinx and Muse Drake are fantastic cards. Dimir Informant and Passwell Adept are great tools in the blue-black decks game plan. The bats are okay. This card has actually like done a lot of work for me. But really in black, we kind of only have the 3 removal spells, and that's kind of it. So black and blue not looking super strong, but I could be super wrong. Red has this, which is good. I've seen this used as a finisher, which is fine, but not a ton more that I'm thinking is like actually worthwhile here. Some Utopia stuff. So we have a decent amount of green. The Indrik, I know, is really good. Show attack is okay. This card is actually totally fine. It's Convoke, so if we don't have good attacks anyway, we can get something out. I just realized that art is I assume, an homage to the Selesnya Guild Mage from Return to Ravnica. Fantastic art. I absolutely love it. The spider's not great. This worm is okay. It's not great. It's okay. Have a Dimir Locket. Oops. Atrata's okay. Golgari Locket's good. I mean, we do have a decent number of Golgari like bombs. Like Pitil's Gorgon's great. We have the Fine Broker, which can get back something like Vraska. Vraska's great. Not a ton of good Selesnya stuff. I might be tempted just to go Abzan value stuff. I'm tempted to go Abzan value stuff because of the sheer amount of removal that I have access to in those colors. I am a little worried that I don't have enough like good creatures, but you know, let's go ahead and jump through, see if we have something good going on here. I might end up putting that in, I don't know. The lockets are almost always just correct to run. Fine Broker's great. I keep doing that. Gorgon, Locket. Definitely this. I mean, it has Vigilance or its main deck removal for like the Lockets, and that's not even bad. I'll take Seratok 2. Let's see. I don't know if I'm going to be taking the Worm, so. The Utopias, I don't know if they're like good or not. The biggest reason for that is, like, they don't do anything. I mean, they replace themselves, which is very nice, but I don't know if I'll need it. I'll see where I'm at in a bit, but removal is always nice. Dowser, I probably gonna have Dowser as my 5. I really like this card. The 4/5 really just stops people on the ground. That is nice. I don't know if I want Imp or not, but like all of this removal is so good. I think I might only want 2 Call of the Culprits. We'll see. This card's fine. I don't know. I don't actually think playing a 1-drop in this format is great. This is not necessary. This is creature you control. So this attacks a 3/3. But we're not really going in for like a deck that would like benefit from this very well. What's my curve like? I have like no 2-drops. So I might actually need this just as a 2-drop. I definitely want to make sure I have like a curve. Child of Night is good. I don't think Severed Strange is good, to be honest. Imp might be fine here, but I'm not sure. Cat's not. I don't like Cat. I don't think Cat's very good, but it could be good. How many creatures do I have? 11. That feels low. That feels like a low amount of creatures. Like I have a ton of removal, but I'm not sure. Let's see. What about creatures on? So I have 2. So I need like more 3-drop creatures maybe. So what if we do just add Cat? Cat does just like only draw a card though. We could add Reculus. There we go. It gave me this ugly thing. We're gonna go and throw Vrask up there though. These some planes. Yeah, let's try this. We have, what, 17? It's possible with 2 lockets we could drop this down to 16, but I'm not gonna risk it. I'm gonna go ahead and play with this. So let's get into the game, see what we can do here. Going against the Beeve. I really do appreciate the fact that we have sealed. It's a great way to gain a collection real fast, relatively fast, I should say. I'm not a big fan of this hand, to be honest. Ton of removal, but we don't even have like 3 lands. We are going second, so mulliganing is less bad. Surveil's nice, but I think I'm gonna mulligan. Sealed is a great way to gain a collection. And as a content creator, it's real difficult to make videos when you don't have cards to make them. Obviously, this is not like my full-time job or anything, so I can't like dump a bunch of money in the game. Pulling mulliganed as well, so that makes my decision easier. We do have the locket, so we'll keep this, especially if we can scry a land to the top. We scry a non-land to the bottom every time. Yeah, so this is going to the bottom as well. But you know, this really helps, and the Patreon helps as well. It makes it so I can actually like, you know, make content that people would like to see. I have a number of decks in the works right now. I think what I'm gonna do is I have it like interesting Dimir Surveil deck. That's just like all commons and uncommons. And it seems like it's going to be decent, but I don't know for certain. So I can go guard. I can take a little bit of damage. The problem is my opponent probably has like a counterspell here. I don't really want them to counter the locket. But if the locket like goes down, then I can cast Dowser of Lights the following turn. I'll cast the locket. I have black, so it's less bad if they ionize here, or even use the Surveil card. So it looks like they have a response, so they're trying to decide if they're going to counter it. I don't think they should. I think honestly they should wait for Dowser of Lights. Yeah, so that's fine. Gosh, what was I saying? Yeah, so let me know if you guys want to see like a budget deck for all of the guild mechanics. Obviously, these are going to be like super like weird kind of decks. Toughness 4 or greater. They did that on purpose. That's good. I can murder the crap out of this. Yeah, that hurt. I hate you. So they're actually tapped out, and I'm really tempted to play Dowser here because I don't have anything in their graveyard right now. Right, I don't have to worry about this attacking me for a ton yet. So I think I'm gonna play this first. Yeah, I think that was the correct decision. What the heck was I talking about? Oh, right, yeah. How dare you? Alright, so I'll get hit for 1, but I can kill this. If I draw land, I can child and collar. Sweet. So I can go and child. Yeah. And I think I'm going to collar this just right now. I don't think I have a reason not to. And at some point, I can just find broker back my my Dowser and do a pretty decent job of it. I could even, like, sack the locket. Well, I can't right now, but I could literally sack the locket and then get it back. But I trade here every day. Yep. Price is interesting and good. So I could attack here, but I don't think there's a point in doing it. I think I'll pass the turn. This is instant, yeah. So I can kill things, and I'm doing it on their turn, because if they have a counterspell, I want them to waste their turn doing it. And theoretically, they could play something like, I don't know, Niv Mizzet. And I'll be like, well, I need that to die. So opponent's taking a little bit of time to figure out what they would like to do. Yeah. I'm having a ton of fun with like brainstorming Guild of Ravnica. It also looks like the new player, like, ooh. Sure. I mean, if they reuse the mana, or if they reuse that spell on Child of Night, I'm fine with that. So they kept something on top. Sure, that's fine. Killed my Child of Night. That is totally fine. And I'll price this. I have a ton of removal in my deck, so I don't really care about losing a piece of removal. I think I would like the Guildgate, but I don't want the Swamp. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Maybe I want the Swamp and not the Guildgate. Yeah, I think that might be actually better. Because then I can find broker. Yeah, I could find broker into Child here. I still think it's better to get Dowser. I'm not too afraid of getting burned to death in Limited. I could be super afraid of getting burned to death in Limited, but I'm not worried too much about it. Find broker gets me a permanent. Dowser is just a normal dude. I didn't realize that was a vampire. Guild Mage, sure. Draws or copies. But it's copies for X, so I'm not too worried about that. I will combat. Sure, yeah, that's fine. I'll combat. My opponent drawing cards will be bad, but if I can just murder my opponent before they get a chance to do anything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I should still have 5, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah. So I will cast Dowser again. Opponent very well could like Ionize here. Don't have it. That's good. I should technically say that my opponent is more likely to have Sinister Sabotage, since that is a common, I think, and Ionize is a rare. I've seen one of their rares. Yeah, just one. So my opponent, I believe, will only have max 6 rares. But my opponent can draw cards and things, but I am just going to try to kill you. And they decided to block. I assume they'll block and draw a card. They chose not to. Oh, right. I forgot I have to hit damage, then they choose. So, we'll see if my opponent has some sort of trick. I think there's something in red that gives first strike. It's like +3/+0 in first strike, I think. Possible. My opponent taking quite a bit of time. The art in this set is fantastic. Who did this? Svetlin? Svetlin did a fantastic job in this art. Like, this girl has an attitude. And not like in a bad way. She's like, I will kick your butt. And I love it. I will say her staff looks a little bit Bolos-y to me. Just pointing that out there. Looks like Bolos may have did a bit of infiltrating. No, I mean, we pretty much know that Bolos has some sort of control over Rav, so... Or Ral, not Rav. So we already know he has a bit of influence on the league right now. Sure. So my creature doesn't die. That is fine with me. I wonder if they're going to copy it. They might as well. Let them surveil 4. No, I think they're surveilling now, so. What would it have been? It would only been 2 mana, yeah, I don't know. Sure, still take 4. Go down to 13. You have nothing against red. I would rather... he does have stuff on the ground, but I would rather play another 4/5 than a 3/1. 1 toughness creature against red, more likely to die. So, yep, draw a card, that's fine. But, yeah, I mean, they're in for hurting. They do need to find, like, a decent amount of answers in a row. I'm a little bit worried about bombs, though. I assume Crackling Jake was, like, one of them. But, I mean, even that would have only been, like, a 2/4 right now, so. Yep, can't really attack me here. Ooh, the Indrik is really nice. Yeah, I mean, I easily just cast the Indrik here. Then I can get through for 11 damage. Yeah. Yeah, I think this is like a no-brainer. Obviously, my opponent could have a counterspell here, which would be unfortunate, but how dare you? So I guess that's what they were holding? No, because they had an empty hand. What am I talking about? It's unfortunate, but we did not have the mana to bats into this, so. I mean, my opponent can take a ton of damage here. Looks like they might have more tricks up their sleeves. Nope, they go to 2. Opponent needs to find a way out of this, and I don't know of any in the set. Like, even if they have another blocker, they need a blocker and a trick. And I just don't know. I don't know what in the format would help them out here. I guess they could play a 4-drop. Yeah, so if they play a 4-mana removal spell, they have enough mana to copy it. So that costs 5, so yeah. Alright, I will go ahead and just attack here first. Force my opponent to do something. And I don't believe I have any tricks in the main deck. Okay, so I assume they tap this one down as... No, even if they tap this down, I still have a creature... Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so my opponent can jump start it. And chump block, I guess? Because they don't have enough mana to jumpstart, because that's 3, and then it costs 4 because this has an activation of a single red and X, so... Okay, they must have something else if they let me attack... Oh, nope, they decided not to block? Okay, that's fine. But they didn't block. Yeah, I assume my opponent meant to block there, but didn't. Yeah, I don't know. Win number 1. Already breaking more than even. And I get this. Yeah, as I was saying earlier, I think the weekly or the like daily new player decks or whatever, I think they changed this because I think you had to do like other stuff in order to unlock these. So I'm really glad that this was changed. Also, well, you can't see it, but it comes with rare lands, which is just so nice. You don't have to craft all of them. You have to craft most of them, but it's nice to get a single copy. So. Yeah, I do think in general that the new player experience is fine. I would have preferred like a few more packs of Guilds of Ravnica to start out, but it's fine. Going up against Black Roger. I wonder if that is in any way analogous to like some sort of space hero, perhaps. This is a good hand. We have all of our colors. We have a 2-drop and a 3-drop. Potentially a 4-drop, although not on curve. A good 5, so I think it's fine. Opponent also kept 7. And they had a Hawk, so this Recluse will do a lot of work. Golgari Signet is nice. Or, excuse me, Locket. This is not a Signet. So we have, what, Signets, Key Runes, Clue Stones, and Lockets now. I think that's all of them, but... So yeah, so we do have the Recluse on 3. Ooh, Mentor. Well... That's really bad for us. That's really super bad for us. That card's real good. Has first strike. I can't even block. Dang. Wow. Yeah, I mean, that's just a good curve by them. If they have a 3-drop here as well, like a good 3, then ugh. But I mean, they can attack with impunity here, because this would be a block where I get nothing. So yeah, there's no chance I'm blocking that. Go down to 15. Dang, 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 dang. I mean, I pretty much have to play the Recluse. It like stops this from attacking, and it means I'm not gonna like take damage from this. So, let's see. Next turn I can play. I guess next turn I'll play the Locket. So the following turn I can guarantee the Indrik. And Indrik can take something out, which is nice. So, not in a terrible spot. My opponent does still get to attack for free with these 2 creatures. Yeah, I mean, you can still attack with this on Home Stalwart. But if he attacks with the Fresh-Faced Recruit, since it's only a 2/1, I would still block. Yeah, so my opponent missed 2 damage here. There's still no way I'm taking this block. So, ooh, Death Touch. Deadly Visit is also nice. It's another thing I can do on 5. I still don't have anything for a Caller yet, but essentially, Indrik is going to hit any of these. If they play something large, I can Caller. And if they play another large thing, I have Deadly. So I'm not in a terrible position. I'm just not in a fantastic one. Luckily, if my Indrik dies, I can get it back with Findbroker now. I do have black, black, green, green. So I could get it back and use this ability twice, essentially. Not sure what I'm going to hit with Indrik. So my opponent is really showing off, like, a trick here. I mean, my opponent has a trick in their hand, right? There's no reason they would attack with this, and there's no reason they would attack with this. I'm not low enough that losing these 2 cards for essentially no reason is worth it. That said, I kind of have to assume that they don't have a trick. And, like, these are still good blocks. I doubt that my opponent has a +2/+0. Or a +2/+, like, 1. So, I mean, my opponent is, like, highlighting their hand, so I think they do have something. Yeah, I think this is still a fine block. I assume my opponent... Yeah, they have something, but... Okay, it's only a target creature, so they still are going to lose their Gorgon. I can go ahead and take out, like, literally any of these things I want, and I do have a nice blocker. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take out the Hawk. Yeah, I'm going to take out the Hawk, because that can attack with impunity. So Hawk dying here is fantastic. Let me just make sure. So they played a Take Heart. Get 1 life. Okay. Sure, that's fine. Okay, so that probably has to get Deadly Visited. Ooh, and that can also get Price of Famed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 6 mana. I think it's actually better to Deadly Visit here. This is instant, and it costs less in other situations. Both are Surveil too. So this is just a better use of my mana. So I'm gonna go ahead and kill this. I get Surveil. I still have a good roadblock. I don't need the Swamp. The Locket... Honestly, I think the Locket is worth keeping on top. The Lockets are just so good in this format. I do need 1 more source of black or green to crack this one, but it's totally fine. So I assume my opponent has something here. But I am going to block the Recruit, I guess. I just don't need to take more damage. And I can just Findbroker it back. Okay, that's fine. So let's see, if I 3, I'll have 4 mana. So I can actually... No, let's see, if I do this, and green, then I can have green, green, black. Yeah. Yeah, so this is a great situation. I play this, I can play Findbroker. Findbroker gets me back Indrik. There we go. I am at 9, which is relatively low. My opponent does only have 3 cards in hand. I need you to stop targeting my creatures with stuff. I am the control deck. Leave my stuff alone. But yeah, I can Indrik one of these monsters. Oh, sweet. Thanks for the life gain, man. My opponent's at 37. Oh, that's also nice. I'm not actually sure what I Indrik here now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I have 7, 5. So I'd have 2, 1, 2. So I wouldn't have enough for that. This is 6 mana. I can count. I can do math. I don't know what to kill here. The first strike is really frustrating with things like Wretch's Blow. But I assume my opponent doesn't have a ton of those things in the deck. That said, Call of the Culprit is more easy to hit, like the Peacemaker. And this always has first strike, so I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of this. Could be super wrong, but I think it's fine. I still have good blocks. No, I'm not attacking yet. Have Restore, which is nice. That I don't even care about. So, I mean, I have a bunch of card draw potential. I'm just gonna Restore here, like now. Just gain some life, yeah. Nope, I'll just pay cost for it. So I mean, I could attack with the Indrik. Let's see. Does this hit attacking or blocking creature? But he doesn't have first strike, so stuff still dies. Do I want to attack with the Indrik? My opponent is at such a high life total that I feel like I need to be a little bit more patient. Since I do have this stuff, I think I'm going to wait until I can actually cast them when I attack. So I do think next turn I will attack with Indrik. At the very worst, I trade, like, and force him to block. Like, force him to double block, but not entirely sure. Ooh, Siege Room, hello. So that's getting collared. Goodbye. And the reason we use Collar here is that it has a condition, right? Whereas Price of Fame just hits anything. And I can really simply just attack with this here. He can't, like, do anything to me. Cool. We still have mana for Price of Fame. I can speak words. We can even sack the Selesnya Locket. Sure, that's fine. And I do think I will sack the Selesnya Locket. The fact that we're able to just draw more cards than our opponent is hilarious. Sack this. Because I don't need that much mana. Ooh, Vraska's nice. So Vraska can just, like, murder one of these, and I can just sit back. Yeah, and that's pretty much what I'm going to do. I can even play Child of Night. So, goodbye. And I get rid of the flyer for several reasons, but the main one is that it could kill Vraska in response. I will go play Child of Night. Obviously, I can't Price of Flame something now, unless it's a legend, but we're fine. Opponent has not played another rare. They would go with Signet. Also, like, solidly Selesnya, but I mean, at this point, we are significantly ahead of our opponent, and we don't mind sacking land at all. Let's go ahead and sack the Swamp. Like, we just have so much on our opponent here. And we're going to go ahead and attack with this 4-drop. Doesn't have Flash. If they double block, we might honestly just, like, punish them. Yeah, I think I'm fine Price of Flaming this here. Just because I get the Surveil. I think I'm totally fine with this. Like, I can afford to waste quote-unquote resources, because one, I know I have another removal spell, and I have a value engine here with Vraska. Even if Vraska gets removed, I have Golgari Locket, right? I'm in a great situation. Ooh, Hatchery Spider is real good. When you cast a spell, reveal top card of your library, mixes the number of creature cards in your graveyard. Oh god, you may put. I'm glad that's for a cast only. But we can go ahead and conclave that. Let's see. I'll add a white to my mana pool. Go ahead and sack this land. Okay, got another land, that's nice. I guess we'll just conclave here. Let's go white, green, green. Get rid of one of these things. Unfortunately, we can't really attack. Gonna have to just sit here. I guess I could have tapped a single creature so I could have played my other Dowser. Yeah, it would have been better to, like, tap Child of Night to get another Dowser, but what we can do is we can just keep plussing until she gets to 9, and then ultimate, and unless my opponent gets enough creatures in play, they're just gonna die, so I think this is fine. I also have like plenty of removal, right? I still have another price. I still have another collar, so that's annoying, but fine. I've got my own. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep plussing. I don't think I need to sack a land to draw a card. Yeah, I don't think I need to do that. Let's go ahead and do this and play another Dowser. I don't think there are any sweeps in. Oh, that's not true. There is the one that like cares about toughness 4 or greater. So that would like destroy my board. But it would destroy this. They would only have these, and I would have Child of Night and Pitiless Gorgon. So I am fine with that. So yeah, I think I just hold up, wait until I can ultimate Vraska. My opponent can't do much. If they attack with Gorgon, yeah, I would just sack the Child of Night. So let's tap a black. Let's plus. Sack the swamp. We don't need the extra swamp. We're fine drawing. Skyline Scout, sure. Might as well play it. It's another thing that survives the white board wipe, and we just pass the turn here. If our opponent can't wipe our board, or deal damage to our Vraska, yeah, we just get to ultimate here, and just attack. And they probably can't do anything about it. Keyword probably. I am gonna draw with my Locket, just to make sure. Because we don't want to be in a situation where, like, we get effed over, but we are going to go ahead and ultimate here.
You're not long for this world.
Okay. And we're just going to attack. I'll pay it. Why not? Let's see if our opponent has... They have one card. Like, that one card has to be, like, exactly what they need, or else they're just dead. Yeah. Cool. 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 We ranked up. This video is going to be so long. I feel like I should split it up, but I know some people like long videos. I know everyone else like will see the video and like, oh my gosh, it's like an hour-long video, but I don't know what to do. I don't know. It feels weird splitting things up between days. Going against Combat Monkey here. Like, if I uploaded this today, and then, like, the second half tomorrow... I don't like this hand. It would just feel weird. Because it's, like, the same run. I don't know. I'll probably just keep it as one video. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah, people can skip around. I have, like, the 2-drop I can play, but I just don't... I don't trust this hand at all. This is a much better hand. This is a much better hand. So we can play that Guild Get on 1, and then Child of Night on 2, Recluse on 3. So, we also have the Indrik, which is a good tempo card. You know, we get some sort of removal. So, it's absolutely better. Don't play a first strike guy. Alright, that's not a first strike guy. Makes me very happy. So I have, like, all of the mana I need. I guess I could use, like, one more green source. But, for right now, just give me gas. Give me options. Ugh. That is a mentor card that I don't like. I do not want to see that. But, if my opponent does attack with this, then I double block. He gets to kill a child, but this dies. So, let's see if my opponent does that. My opponent doesn't have enough mana to use its plus ability. Can't really attack with this. I just block, like nothing happens. I guess my opponent could like buff it by 2 or like deal damage to this by 2. That would be really bad, but I guess next turn I could convoke out the Restorer. It's probably fine. See what my opponent does here. Very curious. To be honest, there's a lot of permutations where, like, if this attacks alone, I just don't block at all. Just, like, for the purpose of not getting blown out, so that I can restore next turn. And since Restore will restore me life, there really wouldn't be a reason to do so. Okay, hello. So that becomes a 4/5. That said, I can just, like, kill this. Unless they also have another card. Like, another thing. In which case, we're probably just losing the game anyway. But this way, I'll at least get this off their field. The 4/5 is a problem, though. I don't know if I could race them with bats, but I can't play the Restore right now anyway. So both of these cost 6. No attacks, just in case I need to chump this or something. But Maniacal Rage, real good. Real valuable. Yep. Just get in there for 5. I don't think I'd chump here. Because I think the idea is I attack with the bat. I attack with the bat and then play the Restorer. I think that's the play. Opponent is down to 4 cards. The following turn I can chump with the No, I could... Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm going to attack with the bat. And I will play this. Get some life back, which is very helpful. An argument could have been made to like play the Locket so I could play Indrik next turn, but like Indrik doesn't kill this, so. Yep, I'm not gonna block. Puts me to 13. I would put him to 11. So technically I would win this race. Never mind. So the Indrik kills that, but we don't have the ability to do that. That said, this spell. So I theoretically could like double block on this if I had to. I guess I'll still attack with this. But yeah, it's unfortunate that I didn't have the ability to kill this with Indrik. I still think it was correct to play the Restore there. Like I wouldn't have really added anything to my field. So I don't know. That could have been the wrong play. That's unfortunate. I can still chump that though. Oh god, I totally forgot about Mentor. Ugh. I don't really want to take 4 or 8. I don't really want to go to 5, but I'm going to. And then I'm going to play Indrik, and Indrik is going to die immediately. Yeah, that was... I guess that was the incorrect play there. Yeah, I don't think I could have foreseen that specific circumstance happening. I'm still going to attack with the bat. I had like half the block this turn. So if they give him like trample and like a ton of stuff, then it's going to be awful. But yeah, I had like half the block, or else I die because they can plus it. So that's unfortunate. Crack this for a card. I need some removal spell. Luminous Bonds is helpful. Luminous Bonds mean this doesn't get to attack. I have to put it on this because if I put it on this attacks, this dies, I die. So it has to be on this so that this attacks, I chump. Next turn I can play a Dowser, and then Dowser dies. So I am on the back foot. It's real bad. I literally have to block. Ow. Stop playing cards. That's fine. I need a removal spell. I keep drawing lands. This would be what? 4 mana? 1, 2, 3, 4. So I wouldn't be able to play Dowser. So I have to play Dowser. Oh, that sucks, dude. I wasn't even able to crack my Locket here. Like next turn, probably gonna be another land. Crack the Locket. We'll need like probably 2 pieces of removal. 1 for this and 1 for something else. Luckily, well, if my opponent decides to activate this, they are down to 3 mana left, so. Ugh. Well, that is incredibly unfortunate. Yep, because that gets mentored. My Dowser doesn't die, which is nice. Oh no, he has enough mana. I'm special. I forgot he had 3, so yeah, Dowser still does die, and I'm down to 2. I need 2 removal spells. I had 1 removal spell. That is not enough. I don't think there's anything that I can do here. No. Alright, well, rip. Jeez. The Boros deck is real good. It's real good. Real aggressive. Really gets you in a bad spot. Is there anything better against the Boros? Like, I don't think so. I still think my deck is probably fine. I guess there's an argument to be made for like barrier, but it doesn't really help. Late game. Prey Upon is interesting. Prey Upon is interesting, but I'm not sure it's good enough. So I'll keep playing these. I meant to see what was that? The reward at 2 wins, but 2 wins is you know, if 0 wins is break even, 2 wins is value. So JC Canezo, is my assumption for my opponent's name. Yeah, I think this is a fine hand. All of the colors I need. A 3. I don't have a 2-drop, but provided I draw like exactly 2 lands, I should be fine. But the opponent looks like they also kept. Unless this is just slow. I thought we mulliganed the same time. I don't know. Creepy little mushroom man. Just waiting on our opponent. It's fine. Everything's fine. Go and play the guild gate and pass. Check my recording real quick. All the way to 46 minutes. Jeez. Kind of a long 1-drop. Oh, flower, sure. Flower. Got a plains, sure. Ooh, I got a 2-drop. I'm gonna play a swamp. Hiding like the colors you're on, probably it's not a big deal in sealed. Like your opponent either has something that matters or they don't. Got some more removal, which is nice. We do still need more lands. Luminous Bonds can still answer something if they play something annoying, but I would like another land, please. Sure. I don't really want to trade this. If we draw land, then it's obviously I'm going to bats. We drew a land, which is great because I didn't want to make the decision of like Luminous Bonds this or not. Do we offer the trade? I think we do. I think I'm fine offering the trade here. Yeah, my flyer I think is going to be more important, and I'm always worried against these decks that they're going to have something to buff their creatures. Well, I'm very glad that I drew this because that is hexproof. If I get to 5 mana, I can enchant that, but oi, that is a large man. Luckily, my opponent can only cast creatures now too, so can't really attack. I can just murder the crap out of them. Sure, that's fine. Oh, I got this. So I can actually just like Luminous Bonds here. So yeah, so what I can do is like really annoy my opponent because I can Luminous Bonds. I pay 2 for it, right? So it loses the abilities. Then I put bonds on it. Then it can't attack or block, but my opponent still can't cast non-creature spells. Unfortunately, they're 1 mana away from being able to just like constantly create 2/2s, but I likely will just deadly visit this card. So yeah, I think I'm gonna activate this. I wonder what it looks like. It's just gray. And then that, and now my opponent just like can't like actually cast non-creature spells unless they cost 2 more. So yeah, I think that was a good situation for me. Go away. All right, so 2 rares so far in their colors. Do I chump here? Yes. Yes. I'm fine killing that. Deadly Visit is going to be aimed at their angel now, which is unfortunate. I would have preferred to hit the guild mage, but I have to kill that angel. I do get to surveil, which is nice. I definitely don't want the tap land. I'm gonna lose out on double white, but I do have this. No, I think I just want gas. I think I just want nothing but gas. I could regret that later, but I'm going to try and kill them in 4 turns. Right? I'm at such a higher life total than my opponent. I'm going to try and just kill them. I was thinking about holding this back to block, but if they're attacking with this, they're not making knights. And if my opponent, yeah, it looks like my opponent has to cast something, so they have to pay more mana for it. Right, choose not to attack, sure. Oh, nope, they just play another 5-drop, or another flyer. That sucks. 2, 3. So I just have to play Dowser here. Man, that's unfortunate. Double flyers in a row. I still have removal. If I'm able to remove this, it's still only three turns. They should not attack with that. 100%. Creature control gain trample, that's fine. They should not, yeah. Well, that's not helpful. The thing is, they don't really have a great attack on the ground. I'm just gonna play another Dowser. Pass turn. This is sorcery, so I can't play it now, but... yeah, I'm worried about combat tricks now. I don't really care too much about their stuff on the ground. Like, if this were gone, I still would win this. But, yeah, I mean, they keep playing stuff on the ground, but I'm not too worried about it just because they don't have fantastic attacks. Like, this is for 5, which is nice, but I kill this, and then I take 10. If my opponent has a combat trick... oh my god, they have a combat trick. It has to be Convoke, I guess? Oh, they... sure. Yeah, that's super unfortunate. I still am in a decent... like, I'm not dead. That's pretty much where I'm at. I'm not dead. I think my opponent might... yep, still attack. So at this point, I do need to block here. I'll go to 2. So I'll be at 12, lose 10. I'll lose either of these. I assume I'm keeping Child of Night. Then I'm just like dead next turn, but I do think this is the best block for me. I guess I can draw. I don't think it matters though. Nope, it did not matter. If I drew either of these anytime sooner, I think we would have been able to get there, but alas, 'twas not meant to be. Oh no, I'm out of water. What is 3 wins? 600 gems? That seems good. Seems reasonable. I would like to not lose this game. I would like to get at least up to 4. Let's see. We are up against Jan Janssen? I assume it's Jan Janssen. This is not a good hand. I hate everything. Oh, they mulligan too. Are you serious? I hate everything. The reason I didn't keep the first hand is I'm doing like nothing until Gorgon, and I have nothing to do after Gorgon. So like if I was up, what the heck? Interesting. If I was up against like Boros, I'd just be dead, right? So I feel like I had to mulligan that, and it is awful hands. It was utterly terrible. I would, if I can draw a forest next turn, I'm utterly fine. Probably one of the 1/3s or 1/4s, is my assumption. From our Jan Janssen opponent here. I didn't even know this card was in the set. Hey! I would like them not drawing cards. Yeah, I'm already so far behind on cards. I need them to not be drawing more cards, so. And if they play like an actual threat, I do have Price of Flame. That's not an actual threat, at least not right now. So I have all the removal I need, I just need a green source. If I can get that sweet, sweet green source, my opponent can kill it with a 1-mana artifact. I hate everyone and everything. I mean, I kill that. This goes up to 3, but it can't attack yet, so. We kill it after. We don't want them to know that we're going to kill it. It's fine. Plopped in 2 lands, sure. Yeah, so the reason we wait to kill the creature is so that our opponent can't make a decision based upon what they have access to. We're gonna go ahead and keep the locket on top, but not the plains. We don't need the plains. We need green mana. We're gonna play this. All right, so now we're more or less at parity with our opponent, which is very helpful. The locket, once we eventually get that color of mana here, will help. Pass Wall Adept, I'm not too worried about. Anything they really play, I can kill. They'll probably use the dart. I could destroy this. I think I have to. And here's why. This gets to kill my Ceratok, right? I need the Ceratok. Yeah, I think I just have to kill that card. Destroy, thus. Just go all the way away. Opponent does only have 1 blue. This doesn't get hit by any counter spell. Right. Center Sabotage, double blue. The other one counters 4-mana things. I think all the other counters are double blue, so yeah, so next turn I can play Ceratok. I still have Collar the Culprit, which is helpful. Yep, attack for 1, that's fine. Unfortunately, my opponent now can counter this with Sinister Sabotage. They don't, which is helpful. So now I can theoretically attack them and trade with a 1-drop. So yeah, we're still not in a great position. I actually want them to surveil so that I can kill this. I want them to, like, Notion Rain, I guess? No, Notion Rain's too good. What's, like, the worst surveil card? Whatever the worst surveil card is, I want them to play that so that I can kill Thoughtbound Phantasm. Opponent's taking a bit of time. Are they going to activate? No. Rude. Sure, that's fine. They essentially use 2 cards for it, so that's fine. And I got a Dowser, so I got a better card because I can attack into the Phantasm and it'll be fine. So we're in a fantastic position based on the fact that we mulligan to what, 4? Look at where we're at. Look at all of the come up that we've had. We mulligan to 4. Silent Dart. Your Silent Dart ain't. Well, I can't attack now. Never mind. All right. 1 more green or white source, and I can go ahead and use that. Gonna pass the turn. Why do I pass the turn? Because if I attack here, this blocks. I mean, it's a 2-for-1 for sure, but I have nothing going for me. Death Touch, fall all the way off. Trigger crap. I don't know what I need. This swamp is not it though. Vraska would be nice. God, Vraska would be fantastic. Another plains or forest, so I can crack this locket would be nice. That's incredibly rude. I'll let them surveil, it's fine. I'm gonna kill the Phantasm. But again, we wait to kill the Phantasm until after. Alright, so there's a land and a Death Touch Man. What? Oh, right, this has to be a 5 counters on it. Sure, I'll see what I draw first. That's fine. This is fine. I'll do this instant speed. The reason I'm doing it instant speed is just in case some nonsense happens that I really want it to get rid of. That's fine. So my opponent will attack for 1. Yep. I would like to draw cards, please. And all of a sudden, we have cards in our hand again. The lockets are so strong. Press of Fame is great. Honestly, I think I'm going to Press of Fame the Guild Mage. Because it also sets up my draws, yeah. Like, the Surveil, like, it's not a great target. Obviously, they can just keep surveilling, which is very helpful. But what's really important is it sets up my next draw. I definitely don't want that. I don't really want to use Collar, but I think it's fine to have another one because I can play this. This is gonna eat this, and I can just Collar this whenever I want. So I think it's fine. This is gonna take forever to kill me. Like 17. As long as I block this once, technically they're dead to drawing out before I die to this. Obviously, of course, that's not taking into account the other cards we draw, but... Alright, my opponent decided to do nothing. I will kill this, since I have another Collar. I have another price. I also have... Oh, no, I don't. I used both my prices. But I do have Deadly Visit. I have Luminous Bond, so I'm not worried about using removal here. But I want the possibility of attacking. Because I would love to trade this 2-2 for the 1-1. I hate that Silent Dart. This Silent Dart is making me, like, not able to play things adequately. So we attack here first. Hoping, yes, use it. Use it. Yes! It's exactly what we wanted. They fell right into our trap card. And then we play a bigger Death Touch. Obviously, we can't attack into their Death Touch. Their Death Touch can attack into ours. But if my opponent wants, they can attack me, and I'll attack them. Well, that needs to go away. I could really use a Luminous Bond or something here. That will take the game away. Oh my gosh, the Indrik, right on time. Don't you dare have anything for this Indrik. If you have... What is that dang card? There's a 2-mana counter. Counter spell that costs 4 more. If you have that card, so help... Oh, sweet. Die. Die. Stop. Stop it. Don't have anything. Don't have a response. No. Stop. Let it happen. Great song. Let it happen. It's by Tame Impala. Good song. Stop. Ugh. For those of you who don't know what Thief of Sanity does, it does a lot. Well, that's just incredibly rude. Well, this is awkward. For those of you who don't know what just happened, a creature cannot engage in a fight if either of the creatures have left the battlefield. God dang it! That thief won in the game. The thief plus the artful takedown. Oh, come on! We did so well. We got so far on a mold of 4, and we're gonna lose to a thief. That sucks. And I can only assume what madness my opponent got. I'm going to Deadly Visit. But whatever they got, they still get to cast. And they turned down a 4/5. So obviously they got something for me that's better. I mean, the scout also attacks in the air. I don't know. It might be fine to keep the scout. I definitely want the bat. Honestly, I think the scout's fine because it attacks in the air. Like, the thing is, they didn't. Whatever it was, they didn't cast it. Maybe they hit like luminous bonds. They hit like a removal spell or something. I have no idea. I don't know why they didn't cast it on their turn. Yeah, I have no idea. Like, I feel like it has to be a removal spell. Like, why else would they not cast it? I don't have any counter spells in my deck. My Indrik's already gone. It could have been Vraska, but there's like no way they don't play Vraska immediately. Like I have nothing they could do against a Vraska. I'm at 13 cards. They're at 13 cards. It is Limited Bonds. Okay. I was correct. It was a removal spell. So I do know now that all of my removal spells have been used. So I do need to save this Collar the Culprit until my opponent plays something I really need to get rid of. But I do have the ability to attack them for 2 in the air every turn. The Gorgon is helpful. I can make it so anything on the ground I don't have to worry too much about. What do you have in your hand? Sure. I'm not too afraid of that. Yeah, they kept it on top, I assume, because they don't want to go lower than me. Right now, I am losing that race. And now they're back to losing that race. I can no longer attack in the air. And my opponent can. That said, they still die to mill before they kill me in the air, so I'm still okay. I'm still okay. We've passed the hour mark. For everyone who's stuck with me or skipped to this part of the video, hello. Sealed is fun. If you're curious as to why I don't do more events, this is why. They make for super lengthy videos, and I'm never, like, some people go all of the way away, you piece of garbage. I hate you. That sucks. Because yeah, now they have 2 attackers, so they can just like kill me before they can attack with these 2. They should attack with Hired, Poisoner, and Muse Drake. Yep. My opponent is a good player. I cannot block yet. God dang, that sucks. Well, this is a fantastic card. Hopefully they don't have removal for this as well. Don't you dare. They had 2 Artful Takedowns. I guess it's only a common? That's a good card, dude. What was I saying? Oh yeah, some people would prefer if my videos were like 15 minutes. It's not a bunch. I think the majority of people do prefer. Oh god, they don't have the Surveil card too. Mission briefing. It's a sad day. I think our deck's really good. Our opponent just started with more cards and and kept that going. Man, that's unfortunate. I mean, we're not dead yet. We do still have some live draws. What was I talking about? What is this? All cards from all one's graveyard, you may cast those cards this turn. You may spend a mana. Okay, so wait. So they have this. They have this. I know they have at least one other rare. Oh, I thought they had another rare. But still. Got really good rares for Dimir. Oh, they got this. So yeah, so I got 3 out of 6 of their rares were in color. Jeez. And they have a ton of mana. Yeah, I mean that's pretty much my death. That sucks. Yeah, most people prefer the videos to be like, you know, about 20 to 30 minutes. So that's why typically that's what they are. Just F all the way off. And some people want me to be like doing nothing but like hour-long videos. I do try to have a mix. I think a video oh yeah, the pack opening video is like super short. But yeah, it's real difficult. I don't know why I said it like that. To like make sure as many people are happy as possible when it comes to the lengths of videos. Of course, I watch things at 2 times speed. So like 1 hour video is only half hour for me. Half hour video is only 15, you know, et cetera, et cetera. So like I prefer super long form videos, but I know not everyone watches things at 2 times speed. And I'm sure it's really hard to watch me specifically at 2 times speed, and I'm just screwed. Like there's nothing I can do here. Yeah. All right. Well, that's unfortunate. We mulled to 4, and I think we did really well on our mull to 4. I think we did as good as we could, but just unfortunately wasn't enough. Tisk, Tisk. That said, we got 3 wins. Yeah, it's fine. And we got packs. Packs. Oh, we can buy another pack. Heck yeah, man. Let us buy another pack. Do I want another Guild of Ravnica pack? Yeah. Yeah, for a while I'm going to be buying Guilds of Ravnica. Let's see what we got. Heck yeah, Overgrown Tomb. Need that for 2 decks. Another Molder Hulk. I don't need Pelta Collector. I think it's a good card. I just don't need it. We're going to get a rare wild card, which is helpful. Got another Find Broker. I still don't think Control is great. Got a wild card. Got a Mythic that I don't think I'll be using. But I know that it's probably fine. Cool. Well, that was a little over an hour. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'd like to thank Easy Mode, Chris, DizzyFam, Radberry, Daniel, Flowerchild, and Chow83 for supporting me on Patreon. Their support allows me to make sure I can make decks faster than I otherwise would. If you'd like to join them in supporting the channel, go ahead and find the link to the Patreon in the description below. You will also find in the description a link to my Discord. If you'd like to join the Discord server and shoot the chat during random parts of the day, feel free. Hope you guys liked it. If you did, go and tap that like button, add a subscription to your mana pool, and cast a comment in the comment section down below. And until next time, all will be one.